Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the Materials Arts class. The Materials Arts class is an educational channel on YouTube, and what I do is to help students who are preparing for the exams on government and literature. Okay, today we're going to continue with our lessons on government past questions, government 2020 JAMB past questions. Okay, so in my last video, I stopped at question 35. So today I'm going to continue from question 36. If this is the first time on this channel, please start by clicking on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so you can see my older videos and also get notified each time I upload a new video. So we're going to start from question 36. The motion by Anthony Enaharo demanding independence for Nigeria was moved in the option A 1951, B 1953, C 1956, and D 1957. In 1953, Enahoro became the first to move the motion for Nigeria's independence. Okay, he was the first person to move the motion for Nigeria's independence, and that was in 1953. So the correct answer is option B, 1953. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Question 37. The office of the Prime Minister of Nigeria was first created by the office of the Prime Minister of Nigeria was first created by we have option A, Ibadan Constitutional Conference of 1950, London Constitutional Conference of 1953, London Constitutional Conference of 1957, London Constitutional Conference of 1958. The correct answer is option C, London Constitutional Conference of 1957. London Constitutional Conference of 1957. Now, in 1957, a constitutional conference was held in London to discuss Lexington's 1954 Constitution. And after the conference, there were some outcomes, and the outcomes were the Eastern and Western region to be granted self-governance immediately after the conference. The North would become independent in 1959, although this was not later implemented. The office of the Prime Minister of the Federation to be created. Can you see that? The office of the Prime Minister of the Federation to be created. So it was in 1957 London Constitutional Conference that it was decided that the office of the Prime Minister, be created in Nigeria. Okay, so like I said, the correct answer is option C. Option C. Okay. 1957, London Constitutional Conference of 1957. That was when the office of the Prime Minister was first created in Nigeria. Now let's move to question 38. Question 38. Southern Nigeria was divided into Eastern and Western province for administrative purposes. The southern Nigeria was divided into Eastern and Western province for administrative purposes in option A we have 1935, B we have 1937, C 1939, and D 1941. In 1939, the southern provinces were divided into the eastern and western regions. Okay, the southern provinces were divided into two, the eastern and western regions. In 1954, that is the eastern and western regions, okay, of the southern provinces were renamed Eastern, Northern, and Western regions, okay, as part of Nigeria's reconstruction into a federal state, okay. So in 1954 was when Nigeria was actually divided into three regions: the Eastern, the Northern, and the Western regions, okay. So it was in 1939 that the Southern Protectorate, that is the Southern provinces, we are divided into two, the eastern and the western regions. Okay, now let's look at the question again and choose the correct answer. We have option A 1935, and this is incorrect. Option B 1937. Option C, 1939. This is the correct answer. Okay. Option D, we have 1941. Okay, so like I said, option C is the correct answer. Now, you guys should not just depend on the past questions, okay? You should also read your textbooks. I'm saying this because the past questions I'm using to do this video chose 1935 as the correct answer, and this is not the correct answer. The correct answer is 1939. Okay, now let's move on. Question 39, we have which of the following aroused and promoted nationalistic feeling among Nigerians? Which of the following aroused and promoted nationalistic feeling among Nigerians? We have option A, slave trade, indirect through and amalgamation. B, economic exploitation, rule and discrimination, and political parties. C, communal riots, news, media, and religious differences. D, traditional rulers, district officers, and government generals. Okay. Now, which of these options actually made Nigerians to yearn for independence, made Nigerians to stand up and fight colonialism, made Nigerians want to stay on their own without being ruled by the colonial masters? Okay. Now, which of these actually led to that? Now, the correct answer to this question is option B. Now, one of the major reasons why Nigerians yearned for independence was the economic condition at that time. Okay, the economic condition that was occasioned by inflation, and the colonial governments refused to increase wages. This led to protests by railway workers and other government workers. In addition to this, the colonial government, after the Second World War, ordered the colonial officials in southwestern Nigeria to seize foodstuff, impose price control, and food quotas, because after the Second World War, there was food shortage in Britain. Okay, so the colonial masters ordered the colonial officials in southwestern Nigeria to seize foodstuff, impose prices, price control, and food quotas, and this did not go well with the women, okay, the market women. Now, aside from the economic hardship that Nigerians suffered during the colonial era, another thing that made Nigerians wanted to be independent was the limited opportunities, okay, limited participation on the issue that concern governing the country. There was limited opportunity, there was limited participation in issues that concern governing the country, okay, and this did not also go well with many Nigerians, many enlightened Nigerians, the elites. This did not go well with them because they wanted to be involved in the issues concerning the governance of Nigeria. So people like Nnamdi Azikiwe, Akintola, and the others, okay, they use the media, the newspaper, to express that dissatisfaction with the way Nigeria is being governed and the way Nigerians were not given the opportunity, we are not given proper opportunity to be involved in the governing of the country. Okay, so this also contributed to why Nigerians desire to be independent. Okay, now, aside from the limited Nigerian political participation, another major force that made Nigerians to desire to become independent, or made Nigerians to become nationalistic, was the formation of political parties. Okay, the formation of political parties like NDP and NYM. Now, these political parties helped in sensitizing the citizens. It helped to make the citizens actually know about politics. Okay, it made the citizens to desire self-governance. So these are the three major factors that made Nigerians to become nationalistic. Okay, so let's look at the options again and choose the correct answer. Option A, like I said, option A, slave trade, indirect rule, and amalgamation. These were not the reasons that Nigerians became nationalistic, okay, wanted to be self-governed. Option B, economic exploitation. I just explained this to you. This is one of the reasons. Rule and discrimination. This is another reason. Okay, Nigerians were given limited opportunities in political participation. Okay, so this is another reason. And political parties. Now, political parties have to lighten the citizens. Okay, it makes them to understand or desire to be ruled by Nigerians. So, like I said, the correct answer is option B. Option B. Okay. Economic exploitation, rule and discrimination, and political parties. Now we have option C, communal riots, news media, and religious differences, okay, are not the reasons, okay, though news media actually helps, okay, actually helped in making Nigerians to become nationalistic, but communal riots was not, and religious differences was not too. Option D, traditional rulers, district officers, and government general were not. Okay, so like I said, option B is the correct answer. Now let's move to the last one, question 40. The major political parties in Nigeria during the First Republic were. Now, I need you guys to read about the First Republic, okay? You need to read about it because I see a lot of questions on First Republic. Now, you have option A, MPC, NCNC, AG. You have option B, UMBC, AG, NEPU, C, NNDP, NEPU, MPC, that's C, and D, MPC, AG, and NNDP. Okay, now the correct answer to this question is option A, NPC, NCC, NCNC rather, and AG. Okay, these were the major political parties in Nigeria during the First Republic. Okay, the NPC means the Northern People's Congress. NCNC means National Council of Nigeria and Cameroon, which was later changed to National Council of Nigerian Citizens. Now, AG means Action Group. Okay. Now, um, the MPC represented the North. Okay. NCNC represented the Easterners, and AG represented the Westerners. Okay, that's Yorubas. Okay, so option A, like I said, is the correct answer. All right, guys, that'll be all for today. I hope you learned something from this video. Okay, I hope you learned something from this video. Please make sure you click on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to this channel, so you can see my older videos. I've done question 1 to 40 of 2021. Okay, now this is 2020, okay, which I've just completed. So you need to go and watch my older videos. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in another video. Bye bye.